here to start crafting. We're going to try to select out and we're going to go back. We're going to craft now. We're going to select the item because we definitely want to see if VeVe has fixed the issue from yesterday. We are going to burn an uncommon. Select this edition. Select, craft now, proceed. Says the edition was selected. I guess we're just gonna wait for our notification to pop up here to see if we got it done right. And I have not seen. Select item. Select edition. Select. Could not complete, try again. And I mean, it's more issues. More issues. They said Sunday, May 7th. Here we are. And I'm not seeing this work. So if you guys are seeing it work on your end, let me know something. But I'm definitely not seeing it now. We're going to try it again. We're going to craft. It's got to be working because the count is in fact going down. I just hope this isn't like super laggy from the same thing that was happening yesterday. Let's take a look here, see what's going on Twitter, if there's any new updates that are going on. I'm not seeing anything. Maybe we'll try to burn a Black Panther. Again, still getting more of these issues. This is like highly, highly annoying. And we're going to craft it. I don't know about you guys, but I'm still having issues on this. Feel free to jump in the chat. Let me know if you guys are actually able to get this collectible to mint or for it to burn. What's going on, Christian? Appreciate you for joining me on the live stream. It's a continuation from day 2. One item required to craft. I believe we actually selected our item. And I don't know about you guys, but on my end, I'm definitely still having the same issue regarding this crafting that we were having yesterday. See there, I keep getting the same error message. I tell you what, give me just a second here. Maybe I'm gonna hop into my Play Store, see if I need to update the app. This is just highly, nope, there's no update for the app. Yeah, there's no update for the app. So I'm not sure what's going on with this, but they said they were going to have it fixed in day 2. Here it is, and the app is still having problems. We've tried to burn a Black Panther. We've tried to burn a common Electra. Just because for me personally, I think I'm into this one for about $3. And yeah, it's still not working. Still not working. In there. So we've tried this live on stream right now at least, no lying, like at least 3 or 4 times. Craft now. Yes, proceed. Trying to get this daggone soulstone and it's just not working. And this is kind of what I was making mention to on the live stream yesterday. So it looks like we're stuck at 19,941 stones still left for availability. So it looks like there's probably other people that are having the same issue. And this is kind of the same thing that I was making mention to when I just did that video early this morning. I said, hey, you know what, VeVe can no longer, again, more the same error message. This is absolutely ridiculous. VeVe's at a juncture right now where they can no longer just rely on the IP that they have to carry them over all of their shortcomings. Like, again, I don't know if you need to hire people who understand just how to implement technology better, or if you need to hire people who have just done this before, but you have to fix this, because if this keeps going on, people will indefinitely walk away from your platform. And it pains me to say that because I've been a huge fan of VeVe for a very, very long time, but I'm not going to keep giving my hard-earned dollars to something that cannot effectively and efficiently do these rollouts. Like, VeVe is not new anymore. And I know people say, oh, well, you know, the app is still in beta. And beta, how long are you going to allow them to lay on that crutch? Absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. I'm going to go here to the VeVe Twitter here, see if they've got... No updates. Definitely not going for this Garbo. This looks like PS2 graphics to me, and the user experience that I'm getting over here honestly just makes me not want to let's try a different one. Makes me not want to spend any more money with VeVe. I'd always heard people say that, oh, you know, that they were done, they were walking away from VeVe, they were actually getting ready to sell their entire collection. And I always wondered why, and maybe I've just been a bit more lenient than some other people have been. But yeah, this is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Let me know if that audio is good for you guys as well. Craft could not be completed. Please try again. Let's see what other people have to say about this. See if anybody's provided more updates. May 6th, 23 hours ago. Horde user experience. Oh, that was me. Yep. All right. So it doesn't look like there's any people talking about it now. They said May 7th. This is the time. 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And let's see here. I also wasn't a fan of the way this thing allegedly shimmered. It just looks like they put up white squares over the stone. Very, very tacky. Very, very tacky. I'm going to select the item again. They said you can do an Electra, so we'll do an Electra. The edition has been successfully selected. Craft now. I get that once it's crafted, it'll be burned. I no longer have access to it. I get that. Let's see here. And I mean, I think we're all just kind of viewing this in real time. We're all actually viewing this in real time. Let me try to search for this angle. Did it work? I don't think it did. I don't actually remember seeing the error message. Man, it doesn't look like anybody's talking about it. And I don't think we've gotten an error message. Actually, no, let me check how many are available. It's slowly working. Slowly, very slowly. This was what, 19,941 a moment ago, and now it's dropped by 2 down to 19,939. So it's very slowly, very painstaking process, going down slow here. Craft now. Keep on trying. I don't know if they've implemented some kind of queue system for it, but this is, like I said, I mean, this is absolutely horrid. We'll keep trying. Still getting the same old error message. Still getting absolutely the same error message. I mean, honestly, like, what are folks to do? You know what I mean? Like, what are folks to do? $38. I mean, it's just slowly moving down. We'll keep trying. Yeah, I just think this is not a great user experience. We're going to keep trying. And I'm just kind of checking on social media here off screen. It looks like there's so many other people that are just really having the same issues. I'm surprised no one's actually taken to Twitter. Give me a second, guys. I'll be right back. All right, here we go. Back. Thanks, y'all, for bearing with me during that brief intermission, that timeout as a dad. whenever your kids need you, you got to go. So just kind of keeping up with this stream here. Let's see if we can actually try to craft something now. I'd be lying if I said I had outstanding resilience and confidence in VeVe to get this done, but I don't. Craft now, doing this all here on the live stream, and you guys are being able to witness this in firsthand. Like, it's not a very smooth process. It's not a very fluid process. Yeah. See if anybody's talking about this now. They are not. Well, we just go here to VeVe. Give me just a second, guys. Dad duties again. Again and again and again. Oh yeah, so where were we? That's right. Trying to actually craft a soul stone. So just taking a quick look at the collection here, and I don't think any of our crafts have officially gone through. Not seeing any. Definitely no soul stones. All right, so we haven't been successful in Our desire to try to craft a soul stone. Select item. I wonder if this is going to be like, hey, you're just going to have to spam it. You're just going to have to spam it. Edition updated successfully. You gonna let me craft or no? Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Craft now. Again, just got another error message.
For the soulstone. Kobe Clark says 1 stone crafting has been roughed. All 6 will be really rough. Imagine, yeah, next week whenever we have to start crafting the gauntlets. There'll be less people doing it though. This is 20,000 of these, and there's only like 6,000 of the gauntlets. Maybe that helps. I'm as invisible as Sue to vault today. Craft is a shaft, says Pepe. I think the 10 listed on market are VeVe accounts. I took screenshots to save the names of the accounts. Ooh, Emotion says burning and crafting was around on Wax and other blockchains almost 3 years ago. That's true. I've definitely heard of crafting before burning. I mean,
So this is the thing that just grinds my gears, man. You guys, you're able to actually see this in real time. We're having issues. It's not even like this crafting, this burning mechanism that we're trying to engage in today is brand new. I remember being on the Wax platform and having the Street Fighter trading cards and being able to do the same things that we're trying to do here, just in a more fluid kind of situation. Like this is not a good experience for VeVe. Like at all. And the fact that they are just having the hard time doing things that you were able to do on another platform 2 and 3 years ago is absolutely laughable. Craft now. This is just one. Like what happens in a couple weeks when everybody's trying to craft all the other Infinity Gauntlet stones or Infinity Stones. Jesus. Absolutely horrible, horrible user experience. Absolutely horrible user experience. Two days in a row, man. Yo, address is broken as Soulstone drop. That's bloody failing again. Way to ruin and waste our time 2 days in a row. There's 12 on the market. I'm not even seeing any on the market right now. How much is the Soulstone? $44. $44. I tell you what, man. Do I really want to buy one of these for 44? Like it's cool just to have one. But realistically, I mean, like I said, if I'm into that Electra for less than $4, that's almost a 10x, a little bit over a 10x. Like, is $44 really gonna, break me? No, absolutely not. If the floor price, try saying that 3 times fast. If the floor price on these goes up just due to them consistently having issues, okay, that's one thing. But when you could potentially mint one for $3, it's like, why not? But like $3-4, it's like, why not? This thing is a dumpster fire. Pure dumpster fire. And we're still trying. Like I said, it's just laughable. Absolutely laughable. Losing patience. Trust I understand that. What is this? I don't even know what they're selling. Oh, soul stones. Let's see. Biscuit said, I held all of my collectibles until I sold about almost 2 months ago. I had to close 90 sets. Was heavily active in the MP. Posted on the VeVe feed consistently. Accruing daily points from that. Almost my entire collection was triple mint. This is a release order. We actually are seeing how mints are released. I believe these are the first 20, 30 minutes. Always release. Where's poolside when you need them? Who's poolside? Who's poolside? You think I'm going to mint that Spider-Man or burn that Spider-Man? You are absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. We're just kindly going down the feed here and seeing all, everybody's saying about this. Tell you what, there's not a whole lot of fans of what's going on. I can tell you that much. This is frustrating. It seemed like there was an incredible amount of positive accolades around this absolutely genius now collecting mechanism. How the community can bring the absolute best, highest price development team to VeVe. They're going to have to open up them wallets, man, and hire some people who understand how to do the technology a bit better, because this is effing ridiculous. Yeah. Craft now, proceed. Again, this kind of goes back, prove my point about the Lamborghinis, very PlayStation 2 graphic-esque. We should be dealing with polygons and pixels and just overall renderings that just look more hyper-realistic. I don't think it's too far-fetched or, too much to ask for. Can you burn Wonder Woman for a Soulstone? Oh, look, couldn't do it. Why am I not surprised? Try it again. Select. Craft now. And there has been no update, right? Like there's been no update to VeVe, right? Nope, 15 hours ago, 16 hours ago. Yeah, there's been no updates. Look at that, another error message. I'm not surprised, man. This is absolutely trash.
Any power. Oh, the 002s are going now. See, so all the 001s went, and now the 002s are getting minted. That's what it seems like. Randy said the Earth is flat. No, actually, it wasn't Randy that said the Earth is flat exactly. I didn't watch the interview myself. It was Mr. Pags was on there, and he said the Earth was flat, and I think Randy was just kind of agreeing with him. I don't know. Maybe the Earth is flat. I don't know. Who am I? Newman says, anyone know why crafting is not working? If we knew, VeVe would hire us. Some are getting minted. Yep. They're going by the 001s. and then the 002, so they're going really, really slow. But they're not random at all. Not even a little random. No update on Twitter yet? Come on, VeVe, update us. Obviously, something's not going down right. They were talking about it on Randy's stream yesterday, were they? I see. I don't watch Randy, so yeah, not a big fan. Anyone who oh, I missed it. Sorry. For those that think the Earth is flat, you must wear a really expensive helmet. I mean, look, what if it's all fake and like the sky is really just this dome that's projected? Are you an astronaut? Have you been to space? I mean, sure, other people say that they've been to space and taken pictures, and they say they're astronauts. But have you been to space? Do you know for sure that the Earth is round? I don't know. My kids listen. I'm just joking, just so you know. I don't want my kid to actually think that I think the Earth is flat. Moses isn't.
All right, I'm back. I think it's safe to say this is just a wash at this point. I don't even really know if it makes sense to keep streaming. This is, man, it's so bad. I'm just at a loss for words. It's so bad. I'm genuinely at a loss for words. This was something that was supposed to be, a lot of fun, bring some excitement to the community, and yeah. Oh, is it Snoke? Smokey? No. I don't know what that one is. Yeah, I mean, sure, why not? Right? I mean, I guess we could take a look at that. They joined May 23. This one doesn't really have a whole lot of Twitter engagement. I won't want to look at that one. Wouldn't want to look at that one. Not yet, anyway. See what people are saying about the VeVe Lambos. All right, so if we zoom in on this, right? This is kind of what I'm saying. This is very like. It just doesn't look good, man. Just doesn't look good, like at all. It looks very early 2000s PS2 style-esque. It's not really doing it for me. I think that, there's no detail on the inside. Yeah, I think we're going to hold off on that. Look at that. It looks very PlayStation 2-like. Very PlayStation 2. This is the VeVe Lambo drop that's coming out today at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I want to say. 12 p.m. Pacific Time. And I don't know if the value is there for collectibles. I mean, for the collectors. Simply because there's a strong possibility. Like, when I look at this, I expect to see, like, way more detailed, more detailed environment on the inside. And again, I'm like, listen, we are in a very hyper-realistic world. You got 3080s, 3060s, 1080 Ti graphics cards that can kick out better renders for this. You've got next-generation gaming consoles that can provide better graphics than this. The technology exists, so why are we still getting PlayStation 2 era-like graphics out of our collectibles? And I think most people would say, you know what? We would be willing to take that trade-off on VeVe if everything else worked flawlessly. But it doesn't. Because if you're like the countless other people out there that are here in VeVe right now that are actually trying to get a hold of the Soulstone drop, this drop right here where you've got to basically select an item to burn. You want to burn it. We'll select Electra. I don't want to change item, but I want to craft it. Watch it work now because I'm talking big smack about it. But you didn't even go back on the stream. This thing has been failing all morning. And the sentiment was yesterday that today we'd wake up, be able to jump in the app, and things would be flowing a lot smoothly. And that's just not the case. Just not the case. I don't care about the new king getting crowned. Has no bearing on my life whatsoever. 6 minutes ago, the team is aware of the current crafting. Oh, look at that failure message. Of the current crafting issues and are working on a solution. The solution is to sacrifice members of the dev team. Y'all need some better developers. We will update everyone as soon as we have more info. Thank you for your patience as we work through these growing pains. Like, this ain't even growing pains. This is just incompetence at its finest. When I had an opportunity to talk to Alex G yesterday, I asked him, I said, what are y'all doing to ensure that people do not walk away from your platform? Because these things always seem to have an issue. Because if you want to run a successful business, you can't make your problems the problems of the people who are doing business with you. And right now, the dev team having issues are presenting everybody else that's on the app trying to mint one of these soul stones with an issue. And it's just not a good user experience. And ideally, we have to ask ourselves is how the Marvel contract or partnership that they have with VeVe, how long is this good for? Does it have to be renewed yearly? Does it have to be renewed every 3 years, every 5 years, every 10 years? Like, what's the case? And I'll tell you why we need to ask that question, because if at the end of this term, this contract, when it's over, if Marvel gets together and they say, we're going to do an audit, we're going to see how much money did these drops make, how was the user experience, does it make sense for us to renew these contracts and partner, oh look, failure, and partner back up with VeVe? If they're going to say, well, a lot of people had a bad experience with VeVe, companies like Marvel and Disney, they're not going to want to be a part of VeVe because it's going to be damning to their brand later on. So that's why, if you ask me, the door is actually closing on to VeVe, because if you can't get drops like these right, like, how is this going to work when it comes time for all of us to craft a whole infinity gauntlet? How slow is that process going to be? Or if we can't get this right, how does the VeVe-verse ever get to the level that we want it to get to? It's not actually going to materialize the way that we want it to. Or if people walk away from VeVe just because the user experience is less than desirable, the VeVe-verse isn't going to have any participants. Or not like you and I would like the VeVe to be, the VeVe metaverse to be, the VeVe-verse to be. So it's not that I'm trying to like shit on VeVe. I'm simply saying these are very real issues that people have to deal with. And it would be something if this was just the first time this was an issue. But a couple months ago, it was like, hey, they are failure issue. They are mass selling collectibles, allegedly mass selling collectibles, either off the blockchain or through some shady dealing. You had people who would try to buy collections. The gems would get taken out of the wallets, but allegedly they hadn't been receiving the actual collectibles. You've got bugs that show up during drop dates. And when I talked to Alex G yesterday, aside from me asking like, hey, what are y'all doing to ensure this doesn't happen? Or how concerned about this are you? He said, well, we just didn't know that this many people, essentially, we didn't know that this many people would be coming to the app. And I said, dude, you guys are VeVe. You have probably some of the best IP of all NFTs and of all digital collectibles. You have to test as if you have 1 million, as if you have 5 million, as if you have 10 million people who are all coming to participate in the drop. It's not like you're, trying to batch mint to open sea. Like, you guys are VeVe. Again, look at this. You've got DC, you've got Marvel, you got Disney, you got Star Wars. You have the proper IP. Your issue is a technology issue. Because being able to do stuff like this has the makings to provide for a really unique, really fun user experience. But what you have going on over here is going to essentially drive people away from your platform. And you're old enough now, and people have known you long enough where you can no longer rely and use your IP as a crutch to say, well, people will just stick around, because you know that may not be the case. Marvel might be taking a look at this and saying, man, these people are having a really bad user experience here. We want to try to partner up with a company that knows how to utilize the technology a little bit better and come out with drops that roll out in a bit more of an efficient manner. And then you start to have stuff like this on different apps. VeVe needs to hold a meeting with some venture capitalists, figure out how to get some more money, if it's a money issue, into the company, and get some developers in there that really know how to utilize the technology better, because this is a dog that doesn't hunt. And I'm honestly not too pressed about it, but I know there's people out there who are like, they really would like this Soulstone in their collection. And don't get me wrong, I would too, but it's like, if I don't get this, my Monday is going to be the same tomorrow, whether I get it or if I don't. You know? Let me know how y'all feel in the comment section. Like, am I spot on with this? Am I way off the mark? Like, what do you all think? I think I'm being pretty objective about the matter, because yesterday they were telling us a fix has been implemented. I mean, like, yeah, sure, I guess it's a fix because the gems are slow, or the Soulstones are slowly moving, but and it's obviously not ideal. Try to sacrifice the Black Panther. We'll try to sacrifice the Black Panther. This Soulstone. Can we get this one to spin? If this looks the same as it did yesterday, okay, this is a little bit better. Yesterday they had all these big giant white transparent squares that will pop up over the Soulstone and just look cheesy. This is a little bit better. Error message. Yeah, that's a little bit better than it was yesterday. I still think they could have put a bit more pizzazz on it, but it's better than yesterday. So Black Panther doesn't work. There's no way in hell I'm trying to Spider-Man. I'm straight on that. Let's try to burn an uncommon. We'll try that. Appreciate y'all for throwing those likes up on YouTube. Definitely means the world to me. I'm just trying to provide you all with some interesting content. Hold the real conversations that need to be held, because again, I think for Web3, for cryptocurrency, for NFTs, digital collectibles, people work hard for their money, and it needs to be respected on all fronts. It needs to be respected. Error message. Why am I not surprised? Fuck it, let's try a secret rare. Let's try it. And I wanted to do this live because, again, I know when I was talking about this on Twitter, you know, it's one thing for you to hear people talking about it. It's a completely other thing for you to be able to experience it firsthand. And so, we're doing a live stream. We're going through it in real time. Oh, wait, did that one go through? Error message. What is going on? Let me check my collection here. 65 collectibles. I got one of those. One Marvel. Yeah, no, so far they've all failed. So it doesn't matter. Let's take and see what the Soulstones are going for on the market. Look at that. Somebody is selling one for 20, vastly undercutting the market. Would I buy a Soulstone for 20? I don't know. You guys think I should do it? Should I buy the Soulstone for 20? That's crazy. Should I buy a Soul Stone for 20? We'll take a gamble. I heard somebody say they're not real, but wait, can you not buy it? Like, it'd be pretty hard to fake a Soul Stone, right? 19. Okay, see, I'm glad I didn't buy that 44 because now the market is coming down drastically. I don't know if you can buy it on the market, though. You cannot buy it on the market. Man, that's a shame. So you got it, but you can't actually sell it. Oh, that's cold. That's cold. So I'm looking at this tweet right here. I feel similarly. No one will ever be able to argue that VeVe wasn't the first to have incredible IP like this in the digital format, and the digital art of pieces like these are unparalleled. I love my collectibles so much. You can love them, but I'm like, the user interface, the experience has been absolute trash. It hasn't been this great experience. Craft now. I don't think anyone's debating the fact that they've got incredible IP. My biggest complaint with the whole entire VeVe ecosystem is some drops, the artwork looks a little off, and when you zoom in, you have certain attributes that disappear. I wish they could figure that out. And also, I wish that they could get situations like this fixed in a more efficient, meaningful way. Because this is not what's going to keep people on the app. What brought people to VeVe is the fact that, you know, with a lot of other NFTs, it was being created by people that you didn't really know about. So you were afraid of, getting exit scammed and just having your money took. So what brought people over to VeVe was the fact that they did have all this incredible IP, and Alfred Kahn was the man in terms of having all these great relationships in the space and getting companies to sign with VeVe like Disney, Marvel, Star Wars, et cetera, et cetera. But what's ultimately going to drive them away is not being able to take their collectibles off VeVe and move them around, or buggy events like the one that we have right now, or when people feel that, the company in itself is allegedly doing shady things and allowing people to batch buy large amounts of collections off the app, or however they were being accused of doing it. Or the actual aesthetics. Like, I'm willing to bet there's a certain population of people out there that want hyper-realization, crafted digital collectibles, and not stuff that looks like it came out during the PlayStation 2 era. But that's what we have right now. And I think if we hold VeVe's feet to the fire to say, hey, listen, you guys have to be better, ultimately we'll get the kind of product that we're looking for. But as long as we're just willing to say, oh, well, they're still in beta, it's okay. All major game titles have bugs on their release date, or Nike even has issues. Like, it's not the same. And as long as you keep allowing VeVe to use that as a crutch, they're never going to drastically improve their situation. That's just my take on it. Because I've seen people leave this app for less. I've seen people leave the app for less. I've seen people leave it just because they felt that, it was taking too long for certain things to come out, or, whatever the case. And now VeVe has an opportunity here to really hit a home run. But as long as they keep letting things like this hinder them, they're going to allow another player that nobody knows of right now to come up and steal the spotlight. And we need to know, with companies like Marvel and Disney and Star Trek, and how long are these partnerships good for? Because when it comes time to audit the relationship between these companies and VeVe, if these companies decide they want to go elsewhere, like, VeVe is toast. And if VeVe can't get drops like this figured out, or events like this figured out, there's no way that they're going to get the VeVe-verse figured out. You got to be able to do the small things before you can do the big things. So right now, VeVe is showing that they can't really do the small things. Just my opinion. And I get it. Opinions are like Escalades. Everybody's got one. I don't want to see VeVe fail. I want to see VeVe do exceptionally well. But they got to get stuff like this figured out. And I'm not buying the, hey, we're still in beta. Like, if you're still in beta, you should not be trying to do premium stuff. You shouldn't be coming out with premium Marvel content. You shouldn't be coming out with premium Disney content. Like, stick to the tier 2, tier 3 stuff. Figure out how the mechanics in your app work and figure out where the bottleneck in your app is and what you can and what you can't do with the hardware and the technology that you have. Then once you get that figured out, then move on to the premium stuff. Then start trying to do some of the big boy stuff. But trying to launch on the big boy stuff and then claim, oh, you know, we're still in beta. You're not going to get a pass, at least from me anyway. You're not going to get a pass. If you're watching this on TikTok or YouTube, keep in mind that you can join us on the other stream wherever you're not. The user handle is still the same, Crypto Glenn, as well as here on Twitter, Crypto Glenn as well. Come hang out, chat, engage in discussion. "21 minutes ago. Blah, 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 blah. We'll update everyone as soon as we can, as soon as we have more info." Omi was the most powerful tool in VeVe's toolkit. I have reservations about Omi. The burn tie into the sales of these collectible engages the community. I'm not even sure that they actually have a burn tied in. I know they said they do, but I'm not 100% convinced that they do. There was a sprint, not a marathon, to integrate the token to list on mainstream exchanges. They need to burn more. Because all this is tied together. If VeVe can't get their shit together over here, the Omi token doesn't stand a chance. I think Omi also needs to be trying to push for getting on different exchanges to try to get more recognition. I think the efforts overall need to be pumped up across the board. Because this is the exact reason why I didn't go too crazy. I mean, I've got a decent amount of Omi, but I didn't go too crazy on it. Because I just wasn't 100% sold that I'm like, you know what, these guys are the guys that can actually get this thing to move appropriately. It's a decent amount, don't get me wrong, but I'm not like 100 million Omi tokens in. Craft now. We're still trying. Going back to my point about the Lamborghinis, I feel like the Lamborghinis, I feel like you're going to be able to get at least 2 of these under mint easily. And so I don't know if the value is there for flippers, because I think we found that out in the first run of these. When people, I'm going to get this Lambo, I'm going to be able to turn around and sell it for like a lot of money. And it's like, that worked for all of 30 seconds. And now go look at the prices of those Lambos. They're down drastically. Oh, what? I wasn't able to do it? Let's go back here, take a look at if you can buy Soulstone. What are these going for now? Even the ethers are coming down. Ethers are coming down in price. I saw them on yesterday for around 380. And we can talk about that. 111. So power orbs are going up a little bit. No, where were the power orbs? I think they were 150 last I looked. So maybe they're coming. Yeah, everything's coming down. Tesseract down. Ibogamoto close 16. Yep, those are coming down. That was like 30 last time I looked at it. And I can make an argument for why you might want to try to have more infinity gauntlets, just being that if in fact, and again, I'm just looking at this. Hello, their payout is available at the moment. I don't think that it is. I'll have to try it off stream, but I think I read something that they were trying to finish up the KYC's situation before it became available. And I know that the transfer function is not on, which sucks because, so on my TikTok channel, we had done some like bingo. We did a bingo style game, and the reward was for people to be able to get VeVe NFTs on their account. And I can't even transfer NFTs and collectibles that I hold now to those winners because VeVe has done away with the transfer feature at the moment. So there's just like a lot of bottlenecks that are going on. I appreciate the comment, Bermuda. Thank you. And what was I saying? So another argument to why you might want to have a couple different Infinity Gauntlets or stones to make Infinity Gauntlets, as we were talking about this yesterday on stream, is you can make the argument. So in order to know where you're going, you got to know where you've been. And VeVe is definitely all about the money. So when Golden Moments came out with Disney, a lot of people are like, oh man, these are premium collectibles. There's going to be some grails in here. People got super excited. They were selling fairly well. And then VeVe came out with the Platinum Moments. And people were like, well, damn, if we would have known this was coming, we probably wouldn't have went as hard on the Golden Moments as we did. How does that apply to what we have going on here with the Infinity Gauntlet? Well, in the movie, there were two Infinity Gauntlets. There was a Thanos Infinity Gauntlet, then there was the Iron Man Infinity Gauntlet. And the Iron Man Infinity Gauntlet, they obviously had to travel back in time, capture the stones to be able to use them. I would not be surprised if later on down the line, VeVe decided to come out with an Iron Man style Infinity Gauntlet, because they did the same thing with the toys, right? You had the actual Infinity Gauntlet from the movie as a toy that you could buy at toy stores in real world. Same thing. You have the Iron Man Infinity Gauntlet that you could buy out in stores in the real world. So that's why, if you ask me, maybe trying to stack up on a couple of ethers and whatnot, you should be able to craft an Infinity Gauntlet here later on down the line. Give me 2 seconds, folks. I'll be right back. All right, and I'm back. Sorry, y'all. My kid needed me. So where are we at here? Taking a look at the Soulstone, trying to buy it on the open market. You see there's actually listings available, but you can't actually buy them. So you tell me what's going on with that. Let's try a different listing. Nope, same thing. So maybe that's VeVe on their end trying to block it out, whatever the case may be. Am I going for the Lambo drop today? I'm not going for the Lambo drop today. I feel like I've initiated enough transactions on VeVe, and honestly, I need a little bit more. I need more from VeVe. I need way more from VeVe. I need VeVe to start coming out and telling people, hey, here's what the utility is going to be behind specific collections, if they are going to have it. If not, that's cool. That's fine. But I think there's a lot of people who are walking around thinking that some of these NFTs are, in fact, going to have utility. And I think they should put that out now. Right? I also think in terms of the user experience, for instance, that we're getting today, this is not the greatest user experience. And I think the best way to communicate that folks are not happy with VeVe is for users to speak with their wallets and not continuously just give money away to a platform that may not be running all that great. There might not be a VeVe that far down the line. Chris, I agree 100% with you. 100%. And we were talking about this. I don't know if you were here, but we were talking about this. I said the questions, like if you have an app and every now and again you got bugs, like, okay, cool, that's fine. People will grant you leeway. But when the problems keep snowballing and it starts to affect the user experience and people can't do everything that they'd like to be able to do on the app, this is going to, it's going to do two things. The first of which is going to hinder your business because people are going to be like, I don't want to support that. Or I'll come back once I feel that, you know, everything is running a bit more smoothly. I did that. I was heavy on VeVe. I've been on VeVe since 2021 when you could come up with the black and white Batman collection and it wouldn't sell out. And you could come back 3 weeks later and still make a purchase. So I've been on VeVe since before drops would just instantly sell out. And from being on VeVe then till now, yes, there's been a point where I took a very, very brief intermission because I was just like, you know, I'm just not happy with the product that I'm getting. Did that mean I hated VeVe? No, absolutely not. I want well for VeVe. I'm just, again, I got to be objective about where I put my money. And so here we are today, this big event crafting. Yeah, it's going to work this way. And it doesn't work. And they say, hey, we're going to try to get this thing back running today. By the way, we figured out a solution. Everybody come back here tomorrow. People come back and it's still more of the same old, same old. So now when things don't run right, now people really, now we got time on our hands. Now we can start to pay attention to what y'all got going on over here. And now we're starting to ask ourselves, well, how do these partnerships exactly work? Are they renewable? Does VeVe own them in perpetuity? Because if they don't own them in perpetuity, if it's a 3-year term, a 5-year term, a 10-year term, what happens if Marvel or Disney or all these other companies with this amazing IP elect that they don't want to come back to VeVe because instances like this, where the user experience can be damaging to their own brand's reputation. And these are billion-dollar companies that don't want the blemish on their record. So yeah, they could very well go to another outfit that maybe understands how to do the technology a lot better. And if enough of them leave, the user base on VeVe is going to leave. And Chris, you're right. If that happens, then VeVe will cease to exist. This is why VeVe, like, I don't know who you got to go to. Anderson Horowitz. Go to another, you know, venture capitalist firm that's familiar with NFTs and digital collectibles and the whole Web3 space and get them to make a capital injection into your company so that you can efficiently hire better developers. Because what we're trying to do here, listen, oh God, what we're trying to do here, Wax NFT. What we are trying to do here is not anything that has not already been done. I was around on Wax when they came out with their first release, the Street Fighter trading cards. And after they came out with a couple of versions of the Street Fighter trading cards, you could actually burn your cards to turn them into cards that were stronger or more capable or more powerful. And so, links, give me the website. And so Wax was doing this years ago. Oh, they got Power Rangers now? Oh, shit. NFTs provide everything. Oh, yeah, we might have to learn more from that. Thank you, VeVe, for fudging up to bring me back over to Wax to see what they got going on. We'll come back to that, though. Oh, look at that. Wax is now, they've got DC, collect your favorite DC heroes and villains as digital pops. So Wax already has their foot in the door with DC. Like, I'm learning this with you all in real time. So what happens when Wax goes to DC and they can say, hey, man, all those issues that Marvel's been having, like, y'all can come over here with us and y'all won't have those issues. purchase Hot Wheels cars and certain editions and burn them to make stronger, faster, more capable cars, right? But everything that we're trying to do on VeVe today, Wax was doing at least 2 years ago. So it's not like it's this new, technology deal that everybody's trying to figure out how to do. Like, no, this has been around for years, and we're still having an issue. And we're still having the issue. More Mickey selling off. Wow, that Steamboat goes for $235. Not bad, not bad. If you guys aren't already following me on Twitter, feel free to do so at CryptoGlenn. Like I said, join in the conversation. Let me know your thoughts, your opinions, how you guys feel about this whole entire VeVe situation. Because I think if there's ever been a time for people to start talking with their wallets, now's that time. Now is that time. Let's see what folks are saying about it. Same issue. Yeah, so I mean, the fact that there's not a whole lot of engagement going on Twitter regarding VeVe digital collectibles, let's try just looking for VeVe. Electra's whooping your ass right now. Facts. She fighting back hard AF. Is that a real Infinity song? Oh, that's kind of dope. It's cool, man. I'm glad this person was able to get theirs. One of like 10 or 20 people have actually been able to get it. And again, I'm not wishing for VeVe's demise. I want well for VeVe, but like, they got to do better. You got to do better. Select that one. Craft now. Proceed. Spider roulette. We are not playing. Listen, man. I can't believe y'all really trying to get rid of y'all Spideys, man. That's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Oh, couldn't do it. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. I still own all my Electricas. My Electras. I don't know why I keep trying to call her Electrica. Electra. Yeah, but hit me up in those comments, man. Let me know what y'all think. What are y'all thinking right now? Y'all know me, man. I got to be objective. Like, I'm not going to sit here and play nice and just, try to fanboy out over VeVe in hopes that they recognize me and that they want to, hey, Crypto Glenn, let's get you on a panel, or let's, invite you out to our studios and, all that kind of jazz. Like, I've never been one of those content creators. And I know that those content creators that play nice and they never criticize about the hand that feeds them, they get invited out to all kinds of cool stuff. But I'd rather be the content creator that has the respect of my audience's eyes, because they know I'm objective and I'm going to be honest and I'm going to be real with them. Just getting a retweet. She undefeated. She's undefeated. Undefeated. Five minutes ago to probably get promoted. Yeah, incompetence usually gets promoted. This is what I'm talking about. Unreal Engine on our collectibles in VeVeverse. Or we could Unreal Engine 5 the collectibles now. Just a thought. Only flies and don't do so the collectibles. That would be best. I think VeVe needs to start listening to their community. Oh, that's cool. That was done real nice. Oh, is it time for us to try again? Cool, let's try again. Let's try again for the rejection. Could I have to eat now? I don't even want to know what this is going to look like when Pokemon come out. Like, this is... terrible. I doubt that currently. Have you seen how many people paid for the deposit within VeVeverse? They had a job posting and it went well under the market. Yeah. A lot of the drops are going under mint price, which is why I'm not buying the Lambo. Because I think I'll be able to get a better price for one on the market if I wanted one. And I'm not 100% convinced that I want one. Yeah, it's strange, but we'll never get told why. This is one of the things we just don't talk about. About the VeVeverse, what y'all talking about? Oh, while the mints ending in 0102, who cares? At this point, I think you just need to assume that anyone that's trying to sell you anything in crypto is lying to you. They have favorite bots. Yeah, so it's pretty quiet around the VeVeverse. Pretty quiet. I got mine at 11, but can't get another one. No juice. What did you sacrifice? Or what did you burn in order to get it? I mean, this is just a cluster. It's just a cluster. And I can appreciate everybody on Twitter just expressing their dismay and their disgruntledness for VeVe. Like, they have to know about this kind of stuff. Like, they have to feel the pressure. They can't just, oh yeah, we're having an issue, you know, we'll get it fixed. Like, no, they got to feel it. You want VeVe to be better, they need to feel that pressure. So let them know how you feel about it. Because if this is how it's going with just one soul stone, what do you think is going to happen when it comes time for people to craft a whole entire infinity gauntlet? That's going to be horrendous. Or if they can't get this right, how do you think they're going to get the VeVeverse delivered on time as it should be? They're not going to. I mean, at this point, they should have just made it a drop that you could buy, because this is horrid. Yeah, we are not sacrificing Spider-Man hanging out. Want to try Black Panther again? Okay, cool. We'll try Black Panther again. Craft now. Absolutely terrible. Wow, that one. They really don't want Black Panther. That error message came in fast. All right, let's try again. Select. Do it. Has anybody bought a soulstone off the secondary market? Anybody in chat? Collectibles. 24. You can't even buy this shit. Can't even buy it. This is ridiculous. If there's anybody from VeVe that's watching my live stream right now, like, you guys are absolutely just uncommon Electra. Yes, that's what I think. That's everybody. We know what the majority of people are trying to burn. It's just it ain't working. It ain't working. It don't got the powder capping. Hold on, wait a minute. Go back. Did they say that's at 3 Pacific Standard Time? Oh no, yes, just 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. What are people saying about it? Diablo will leave Huracan in the dust. Trend 21, do you actually know that a Huracan's faster than the Diablo? No? Because it's showing. People are really excited about that. I'm straight. It's not expensive, people. The last one was the same and it still went above retail. Currently, there's a lot that are below retail, but whatever. Whatevsies. Good luck, everyone. No, I'm straight. I'm good on that. Gonna miss that one, although it's a legend. Give me that yellow one and I'm good. I really want this one. Follow for follow. I'm hoping for a W. What do y'all think the utility is going to be for the Lambos? I'm pretty sure nobody can sell anything right now. Oh, let's try it. How much is this Luke going for? Look at that. Luke's going under mint. Oh, I can buy that Luke right now. At least that actually gives you, you know, the option to buy. I don't want a Luke. Let's see if I wanted to buy some. What can I buy? 321. I don't need another ether. I want. How much is Star-Lord going for? $349. Sure, that's probably below mint. We'll try that. $349. Can I buy it now? Yeah, I could buy it now. Absolutely, if I wanted to. Actually, no, let's just try it in the name of science. Yeah, you can buy it. You can definitely buy it. So I think this is VeVe just trying to thumb their nose at the user base. I will make it so you can't buy the Soul Stone. Because let's be real, you can't even mint one right now. Oh God, that Rambo was absolutely terrible. Yeah, if you could buy one, I'd buy one for 13. Just because, you know, your time's more valuable. Like, the only reason I'm even still doing this is because you guys are still here and we're just kind of talking about it, and this is like content. But if I was at home, no way would I still be trying to mint this. How much is Rambo going for? 36. I think the Rambo at 36 is way overvalued. Way too expensive. That's like when they came out with the Invisible Woman plaque. The plaque was going for like $35. And I told people on Twitter, I'm like, if you buy this for $35, like, slap yourself. And Twitter suspended me for 3 days. I'm like, okay. So the artificial intelligence at Twitter cannot detect sarcasm. $47. Ben Riley, Spider-Man. I'll tell you what I do need to get, as long as we're being honest. As long as we're being honest. Actually, no. Market. Comics. I wonder how today's drop or burning mechanism has affected. The mint numbers are really weird. That's what's sus about all of this, because I thought it was supposed to be random, but they're basically in order. Yeah, they said it was, at this point, like I said, I think it's probably best that people just operate under the assumption that VeVe's probably full of it. Because again, keep in mind, allegedly when they were actually selling collections to whales, like off chain or however folks were putting it. I need to find some of the information that was going out when that drama was going on with VeVe and see if I can frame it correctly. But allegedly there were a whole bunch of collections that were being sold in bulk to whales, off chain or whatever. And so for people to say, I think again, Alex G was on Twitter Spaces yesterday saying that, a lot of this is going to be done randomly. So even if you burn, like, you've got a secret rare so-and-so that you want to burn and it's got a decent mint, like, that's not going to have any bearing on what kind of mint that you get, and all the mint numbers for the soul stones are going to be completely random. But if you guys are saying that, hey, we're looking at these things, a lot of them end in 01, 02, like, just run under the assumption that VeVe's full of it. I don't know, it sounds so bad. It must sound like I'm like totally against VeVe right now. I got to be objective, man. How much is the Thor going for? I actually like the common comic book covers because this is actually how they look when they came out back in the day. 40? I'll take a gamble and wait for that to come down in price. There's one in particular that I'm looking for, and I'll know it when I see it. There we go. If you guys are unaware, this is the actual first appearance of Spider-Man. 400. Okay, so they're not really moving based off of what we're seeing with today's event. What's crazy is, like, you can get this on VeVe for 400. But let me see something here. Let's see. Come on. Can I? Let's see here. So normally, if you go to marvel.com, you can purchase a lot of the comic books that VeVe sells for considerably less. Like, I think normally they go for about $1 on here. And currently, see if I can refresh that. I guess this is one that you cannot buy online. I'll tell you what, let me try to see if I can find one here. So it's Nova 8. What is Nova 8 going for? $250. Yeah, I mean, this is kind of like going around for roughly around the same price that you get a lot of these on the Marvel.com website. But I thought that was going to be a pretty neat hack. I guess if you put in your zip code or a zip code, it's going to tell you where you might be able to find it. Who knows how much this one goes for? Like, in the real world, it's got to be crazy, like 15, 30,000, I'd say. 10,000 at least. Come on. Cover price was 12 cents. Man, okay, I was way off. 2.8 million, 800,000, 675,000. It's 10 sales at 420,000. 38 sales at around 38. Year average is around 79, or call it like 80 grand. Wow. So if you got one of these actually like in paperback, you know, you're probably sitting on a decent amount of money. Why? Because again, it's the first appearance of Spider-Man. I don't really want to accept these cookies. Oh, they're not let me do it. Go back. All right, yeah, but that would have been a pretty neat hack. So apparently you can get this one for $15.40. What is this on Amazon? Is this a reprint? What is this? I probably researched that one before going out and buying it. But I know Marvel.com, a lot of times you can get, so if it's on VeVe and maybe it's going for a little bit of a premium, if you really wanted it just in digital format, you could go to Marvel.com and be able to buy it. No problem. I have seen that before. Give me a second, y'all. I hear the kiddos calling me. I'll be right back. All right. Thanks, y'all, for bearing with me. Dad duties call, you know what I mean? So let's try to get this ran again. See if VeVe has fixed their shit. Carmen Electra. Craft now. While I'm waiting on that error message to pop up, let me ask y'all, how many soul stones are y'all trying to go after? If you're trying to get more than one. And if you are trying to get more than one, what's your plan? What's your strategy? What do you think you'll be able to do with it? Because I'll tell you, I would definitely try to get more than one. Oh, error message. Why am I not surprised? And just because I think the Iron Man gauntlet is coming out. And that's assuming I still even decide to be on VeVe, right? I'd want to try to get that. So 2, maybe 3. And I definitely want to get multiple Infinity Gauntlets, potentially. And just because with as much issues as people are having with this, it'd be funny if the Infinity Gauntlet with no stones became like a meme. I think that would be super dope. Oh, wait. Is someone claiming FUD? Let's check it out. Oh, no FUD. It's not FUD whenever you just voice your displeasure, right? Because if you don't, companies have no incentive to change. But I really feel like user bases can force companies to be better. Thank God you tested this with non-IP stuff before doing it with Marvel. I know, right? God, it's a great thing. VeVe is in complete ignoramuses. And I just shouldn't just call them ignoramuses blindly, because I'm sure they do some good stuff. There's been opportunities where I've had really good user experience with VeVe. It's just as of late, things have been a little fucky. Been a little wonky. There's no way he's selling that for $5. Like anything that's got Miles Morales on it usually goes for a bit of a premium. I would agree with Paul. You need to stop the ability to craft until it's fixed. Like fixed indefinitely. Just crafted another stone. Try yours now. I actually just tried it and it didn't work. I'm waiting on that error message. Give me that sweet red error 404 message. Bam, there it is. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Taking L's all day today. This is sad. 5K active users and you still can't get MCP ranks. Wow. 5,000. It's only 5,000 users on the VeVe app. My, how the mighty have fallen. Real stuff. Star Wars is Star Wars, and everyone was hyped when meaningless when Mighties dropped. Come on, dude. Yeah. The reason I started trying to get the Mighties is because I was trying to build my rank up, and I said, you know what? I got to approach this from just wanting to collect something that I want to collect, and Mighties, it's not it. And I feel like this rank stuff is all just about, hey, how to get you to spend more time on the app and how to get you to give them more of your hard-earned dollars without getting anything back in return. It's not even like your rank gets you anything, right? Yeah, baby, we're all taking L's. Let's try again. I love taking L's on stream. Yeah, man. My first one was a 19,001 and just got a 19,009. Wow. My first one was a burn failure, and every one that has come after that has also been a burn failure. I got one rare that came with a red tag that popped up like right here. I might be able to get another one though. I don't know. I've never gotten like 2 secret rare drops before. Oh, there it is. Yeah, baby. Let's go. Taking all kinds of L's today. That's one way to do it. The dev team hard at work. Yeah, maybe if we just allow people to craft 1 per 20 minutes, the user base will be happy. No. VeVe had better hope to God people don't go to Marvel directly and be like, hey, this drop that you guys are associated with was an absolute dumpster fire. Did you know you don't own VeVe NFTs because you can't store them on your own crypto wallet? Fair point. Fair point. Fair point. We're all kind of just renting and praying to God that VeVe doesn't just take its servers offline one day. Fair point. Fair point. But sir, Amazon and Nike have issues too. Here's the deal, right? So let's unpack this, because I saw this floating around the space yesterday, and I think Alex G might have even made mention to this. When Nike has an issue, first of all, the majority of the time it's just bots, right? And yeah, sure, that's annoying enough, but guess what? VeVe's got bots too. Like, bots are prevalent in the space. But when Nike has an issue, Nike owns the asset you're trying to buy. I don't think VeVe owns Marvel IP in perpetuity for digital collectibles. We know they don't own DC because DC has gone to Wax and said, hey, you can have Funko Pop DC characters in digital format on Wax. So when Nike has an issue, Nike actually owns the shoe that you're trying to get. You can't get the same shoe that you're trying to get from Nike from Adidas. Like, you got to go through Nike to get it. If this gets bad enough, Marvel and others might pack their stuff up and go to a totally different platform. We don't know. So this argument about Nike and the others having issues too, kind of irrelevant. Kind of irrelevant. I mean, what I try to go for at least, 3. If I were like 100% for certain I was going to be on this thing long term for the future, for the duration, probably 3. 1 to keep, 1 for the Infinity Gauntlet, 1 for the Iron Man Infinity Gauntlet. It's kind of how I build my collection. Like, what would I want to have? What would I want to be able to see? There's, people who, if they feel like they could try to sell on the open market, maybe 4 or multiple, right? We was on live with yesterday. People said they were going to try to go for 10. Trying to go for 10 in this climate, good luck. Yeah, that Hulk was pretty bad. She-Hulk was pretty bad too. Deadpool, wasn't a huge fan of Deadpool either. I don't know anybody actually burning a Miles Morales. Like, stop. How to profit on making an Infinity Gauntlet, you just have to know what your cost basis is for acquiring all the stones. Chris says, be careful, no juice. It's possible VeVe might decide to take those away and redo the drop completely. Ah, wow. I tell you what, it's not outside the realm of possibility. It's probably just not probable. Like, you've already paid your money, you know what I mean? Like, technically, they're supposed to already be yours. And if VeVe could just go in and take your stuff and refund you the money, A, that could be a slippery slope for them wanting to commandeer any other collections available, and B, like, that just wouldn't sit well with a lot of people. Not at all. Can you imagine if they actually decided to do that? Oof, that would be horrible. Horrible. Oh, wait, y'all, hold up. Hold on. I get it. I'm kind of trolling at this point. But it's ridiculous. Ridiculous. Hashtag Soulstone. Gotta give him a hard time. You want change, you have to give them a hard time. And I don't doubt that they'll take them back. I paid basically like $30, so I don't really care anyway. They're just gonna get a bunch more backlash from the community. Oh, 100%. I think the community should be absolutely flame broiling VeVe right now. I think if people are upset, they need to be doing videos. They need to be tweeting. They need to be making a very public stink about this, because I believe it's the only way that VeVe is gonna learn, and it's the only way that VeVe is gonna learn fast. I think if you give them any more leeway, they're gonna start to think that you're okay with this, and you got to let them know that you're not. And then if things continuously get worse, then it's like, you know what, we're just gonna take our stuff and we're gonna bounce. We're just gonna leave. It's the community that made VeVe what they are, and VeVe owes the community something for this. This is very reminiscent of the Ultraman drop. Super buggy, super laggy, and they had to do something to, you know, establish goodwill within the community. Because this is an absolute cluster. And I wish people did that in the real world. Just weren't afraid to actually voice their displeasure with something. Especially if you're paying for it. Nah, they got to know that. You got to make them feel it. Got to make them feel it. Who's paying $3,300 just for a VeVe plate? Alright, I must not be as hardcore VeVe as I thought I was, because I'm definitely not paying $3,300 for that. Y'all crazy. Absolutely crazy. Did I not do it? Did I not hit craft? I must have missed the red message. Red message of doom. So it seems like some people are actually able to craft. It's good. Oh man, Jennifer Garner, who originally played Elektra and Daredevil with Ben Affleck, I think it was. Cannot complete. Yeah, baby. Keep giving me those L's. We need an update on the Soulstone. I'm going to see Guardian of the Galaxy 3. Can't wait much longer. Bro, just go see the movie, man. Just go see the movie. Ironic, yeah. Huh. Actually, I do want to go see Guardians of the Galaxy 3 because I think Adam Warlock is supposed to be in that movie, and he's got a stone in his head, and I've heard it's rumored to be the Soul Stone. Don't really know, but I also kind of want to see if it's got any tie-in to the Heart of Affinity. At least I think that's the name of the newest stone that's going to be more powerful than the Affinity Stones. think it's the Heart of Infinity. Let me try to Google that. Yes, the Heart of Infinity. See if we can figure out what the Heart of Infinity is. So the Heart of Infinity is actually the place where the Infinity Stones, blue space, yellow mind, red reality, purple power stone, green time stone, and the orange soul stone are created in the center of the universe. Also as location in the game Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3. Yeah, so allegedly they're supposed to be giving some kind of Easter egg feedback to the Heart of Infinity, which I'm excited about because, again, you know, you've got potentially more content or drops that can be centered around that as well. So that could be super dope. It also says 0 burnt under electrical, which ain't true. Yeah, like this whole entire thing, the whole entire thing is just way off. It's way off. Y'all want to see me take another L on camera? Here we go. Drum roll, please. Watch how fast they like deny Black Panther. Drum roll, please. Oh, it's actually taking longer now. Soul for a soul. You want my Black Panther? The last time I did this, I used Black Panther, and as soon as I clicked submit, it came back like 12 seconds later. Black Panther, get your black ass out of here. There it is. L. With the L in the shape of her forehead. Good one, VeVe. Good one. It's because I haven't said enough nice things about VeVe. No, I'm calling a spade, right? If you guys have been with me any elongated period of time, you know that I try to be very objective about all things. No matter if I'm a fan of the project, no matter if I hate the project, I just got to be objective about it because I think the space could use more objectivity. I hate y'all. This is so funny though. That's getting retweeted. That's getting retweeted. She is pumping up that fight, boy. She ain't trying to go nowhere. She is not trying to go anywhere. Crafting on the web app /PC worked for me. Maybe we'll try that. Maybe. I feel like if that was really working for a lot of people, like that information would have been out. And you can't even get into the web app because you're just met with the spinning wheel of death. Don't believe me? There it is. Arc, we tried. We tried. Also says 0 burnt after electrical, but we know that ain't true. Yeah. I want to say like getting 3 was probably going to be a lot of people's plan, but if 1 is this difficult to get, oof, I can't imagine 3. I can't imagine 10. People are trying to get like 10 or 20 of these things. Whoa. Let's take a look here at the market update, see what is going on in space. TIE Fighter? I don't know how much I want for a TIE Fighter. Spinning wheel of death. All right, back to the market. Collectibles. Give me that soul stone. $12. Wow, the price has fallen. But you can't even sell them, so I don't know why people even bother putting these things on the market. I'm going to try turning my phone off and putting it in rice and seeing if that helps. Yep, more spinning wheel of death. More spinny, spinny, spinny. Yep, more spinning. Well, what time did this drop open up? They're supposed to start crafting at 11. So we've been live here probably about hour and a half, 2 hours. No real significant updates. Let's go ahead and check VeVe again. Yeah, no updates. No updates. I don't want to tie y'all up all day. If there are any new updates, I'll definitely be on Twitter, TikTok, or even jump here on YouTube. So if you are not following me on YouTube, join the community. You know, those of you that do a lot more than just like VeVe stuff, we talk about trading. We look at projects, coins, try to find good entry points, and not trying to toot my own horn, but I have been one of the more accurate, I'd say like top 1% of crypto analysts in the space for some time now. So if that's something that you find value in, follow me on TikTok at Crypto Glenn.
All right,
that working?
gather round, folks.
Oh, I don't know what that is. Wow, that's weird. That is weird. Crypto Glenn is spelled exactly as it sounds there on Twitter. Maybe I'm on up here. I don't know. Let me see. I am. So view profile. I got some notifications I need to take a look at. 52,000 strong here on TikTok. Just join the community. And if you're not following me here on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. On the journey to get to 100,000, would definitely like that silver YouTube play button. Just providing you guys with excellent content has been something I've been very passionate about since I started this channel back in like 2017. So together we've seen about a couple bear markets and a couple bull markets. So we've done pretty well. We've covered everything from NFT projects, what to stay away from, what to be on the lookout for. Made a really lot of cool new friends here in the VeVe space. So I appreciate each and every one of y'all. So yeah, definitely follow me on all socials, Crypto Glenn. Help me get to 100,000 here on YouTube. I'd greatly, greatly appreciate it. And yeah, if there's an update here, I'll definitely jump on my socials and keep you fine folks updated. Comments, questions, or concern, leave them on Twitter or TikTok. Probably the fastest way to grab my attention. And I'll see y'all here in a little bit. Peace.